Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wild 94.9, the Bay's #1 hit music station. DJ E-Rock in the building. The Basement is on your radio right now. And speaking of right now, I've got a very special person in the building right now. I don't even know how to start this conversation because I feel like we grew up together. And then when I found out that you and the Cataracs were making a return, I got really emotional about it because it took me to a place where I didn't have to worry about so much. It took me to a place where, it was just a time where,
same.
Oh, my
Same.
God.
Yeah.
It was just such a time. Ladies and gentlemen, Dev is in the building. How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Welcome to Vegas.
Thank you. I love Vegas, by the way. I'm here.
What are some things that you love about Vegas?
I love everything. I love the weather, hot and cold.
Mm-hmm.
I love the energy here. I love to eat here, shop here, lay by the pool, order drinks. I just love it. I love Vegas.
Why are you laughing when you're saying order drinks?
Order drinks, by the pool, lots of drinks. Yeah, no, I love Vegas. I can always put on cute outfits. Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah, well, we're happy to have you here. You're performing tonight at the Palms Ghost Bar.
Yes.
All right, tell me about that real quick.
I'm excited. I'm gonna play some songs. Hopefully, people remember. And then the new song that me and the Cataracs just put out, which I'm excited.
Yeah, and look, it was so crazy the minute that I got the news that you were putting out a new record with the Cataracs.
Mm-hmm.
And, it just blew my mind. I was like, no way.
Me too. Well, we never thought it was going to happen, me and the boys, which is funny.
Let me ask this. It's been, 15 years since a G6, right?
Yeah.
What spurred this whole entire reunion? What brought you all back together?
It's funny. We always obviously stayed in contact, me and the boys. Me and Niles would meet up for dinner every handful of years. Me and David would always talk online, text each other. But it just never felt, we always, I think, collectively felt it could never happen unless it was all three of us. It could never just work, one or two or whatever. I ran into Niles in Miami last year at the EDMAs. I was co-hosting, and he was there to perform and accept an award. And
for those that don't know, Niles, what is his EDM stage name?
Cashmere.
I
know.
So
Big
crazy.
dog.
Big dog.
I know.
Hello.
That's how I should have said it. Cashmere. Girl. Me and Niles ran into each other in the lobby at almost midnight. Randomly. He was checking in. I was coming, back to the hotel from dinner. And the next day we saw each other again, and I kind of joked, should we just get the band back together? It was just such a cute, random, we linked up. It was so cute. And he was like, I think David would be down. Let's do it. So we got home, and I just hit the group chat.
Wow.
Are you guys down? I was so nervous. It was like when you first when you text someone you like or something.
Why were you so nervous, though?
I don't know. I just think because there's so much history there. I think if one of us didn't want to do it, maybe not that I would be let down because I'd be understanding. We all have our own lives now, but it would kind of feel like a little bit of a punch to the gut, I guess, maybe. But I
can understand that.
I guess because there's a lot of history. I mean, we all lived together at one point, for a year and a half or something. But I hit the group chat, and they were like, dude, let's do it. And we got in the studio, and it kind of just happened. It was really natural, no pressure. We were kind of joking around, just having fun, like old times. It was easy.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
That's such a great story right there. Would you say that, after experiencing the level of success that you had early on, that you would think that, what you guys did would have this much impact, throughout the years?
I want to say yes and no.
Really?
Yeah. I want to say no because I think for me, I feel like I always say this about the boys too. It's for me, my relationship with them is so effortless. It's just this. I always joke that they're my work husbands or my work soulmates,
Yeah.
So it's it feels so easy with them. I don't even have to try when I'm around them. Obviously, we have to try. We work hard, but it just feels so good. So I think sometimes when I think about even creating G6, it was just such us being us and being true to us and being authentic to who we are that I'm not surprised that it connected because we've never tried to be anything but ourselves.
Yeah.
But then I am also surprised because we're just like a bunch of kids from like the Bay that are just messing around and having fun together, you know. So.
You know, I've got a crazy story about G6
Mm-hmm.
and how everyone met. Like, you know, how the Far East Movement guys
Totally.
met, you know, your former managers. Shout out to Ben.
Yeah.
You know, that's my guy right there. But yo, it's crazy. I don't think this story has ever been told. Like, you know, I remember I came to LA. I was still living in the Bay Area. I invited Ben and Mark out. We were trying to get into a Hollywood club named Apple. I got a text from the Far East Movement boys the same time we were waiting in line. And I'm like, yo, we're in line. We're in line in Hollywood right now, right? We're in line trying to get in this club, this and that. James pulls up, and then they meet Ben and this and that, and then they start exchanging numbers. And then I remember getting a phone call.
Amazing.
I'd say maybe a week later, and I think it was Ben, and Ben goes, yo, I think we got one. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They sent me G6, and it was like, yo. And I was like, is this a product of us trying to get into a Hollywood club?
Sure.
And not getting in, by the way. We didn't get in.
That's when the best stuff happens, right? When you're like in line for the club, let's be real. Like, no, I know. It's so funny. It's crazy to think that was that long ago, which is like really weird.
15 years.
Because it's like, you'll be like, I don't want to sound like weird, but like I'll be scrolling on TikTok and G6, like the beat is still in the back. You know, it's still trending. It still has these viral moments. It's like, so weird and cool to be a part of something like that and to think it started, in the line of a club.
In a line. In a Hollywood club that we didn't get in. We did not get in.
Even better.
That club was not, they were not messing with us at all.
There were so many times back. Yeah, I was going to say there were so many times in LA where me and Ben didn't get into clubs. So that's like amazing. That's great.
Yeah, it's like, only if we could turn back and be like, oh, yeah, see, look at us now.
Look at us now.
Look at us now, buddy.
No, totally.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's amazing.
Things were so different back then, like just to be an artist, like, you had to do X, Y, and Z. Obviously, today you're doing A, B, C, X, Y, and Z, and you're doing everything in the middle. Mm-hmm. Like, what are some big differences now compared to back then?
Well, it's funny because
you can
and
share
I don't
with us?
know. I feel like you can attest to this.
Oh, yeah.
In this one, is that like I feel like because things are so easily accessible, and I don't want to say oversaturated because I feel like that's such an easy word to throw around, but in a sense, I guess, right, is that like everyone kind of has GarageBand at their fingertips, or everyone kind of has like SoundCloud or some sort of distribution, at their fingertips. So it's like Exactly.
And they can buy a library and all of a sudden they're DJ.
So I feel like because it's almost kind of going back to how it felt at the time of G6, where you kind of got to get back in the streets and hustle and kind of get in the mud and really see people face to face, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I always kind of like the emotional part of it, the like really meeting people and like making a connection with people, because I feel like that's what music is. It's like the connector.
Absolutely.
You can be from so many different places and cultural backgrounds and all these things. So to me, I feel like it's almost going back to that. There's hundreds of thousands of songs uploaded every single day, but you'll remember a connection with somebody if you're really out here in the streets, like working a song or playing people or performing just on a couch somewhere or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I kind of feel like it's almost kind of circled back to that time.
I mean, you're here now.
In a way. Yeah, totally.
You know how hard it is for me to get artists in here nowadays? Especially, and no shade to the younger generation.
No, totally. Yeah,
some have really amazing records and have some great stories.
And also, by the way,
sometimes it's a little harder to get, the younger generation in here, and have them understand, like, hey, let's build with an audience.
For sure.
Let's talk to an audience. This is let's get on a platform together and share, like, our love for music and have that transcend into something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, no, I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I think it just makes it feel extra special, I guess. Yeah.
No, for sure. It creates the relationship, and I think that's even why I'm able to, make my return back to Wild 94.9. Like, I've created that relationship with the Bay Area community to a point where it's just like, oh yeah, that's our guy.
For sure.
That's our guy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we're going to support that,
Here. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, it's been about a good 15 years since I walked into that building. And yeah, G6,
Time flies.
Dancing in the Dark, and what else? Bass Down Low.
Yeah.
That was the sound back then when I was on the radio on Wild 94.9. So, like I said, man, this is a really, really big full circle moment for me right now.
Yeah, me too.
Nice. If there is a piece of advice that you can give to your younger self, what would that be?
Oh,
like
girl.
knowing what you know today.
You want to know what's funny? I feel like my story's a little bit funny because it's like I had G6. I was like 20 years old.
Wow.
So, even though me and the Cataracs, and they'll tell this story too, they've known each other since high school. So they had already made thousands of songs together at that point. I met them when I was, I want to say,
I was the first person to play Blueberry Afghani.
one of the best, by the way.
The first person.
What a slap.
We won't talk
What a
about it.
slap.
I'm also the first person to
Yes.
play Make Your Body Whistle, but I got in trouble by
Amazing. What a
it. I got in
slap.
trouble for
What
it.
another slap. Let's go. That's that Bay energy. That's that Bay energy, though. You just run with it. I love it.
But go on.
So the boys had already made thousands of songs together. And then when I met them, we had a couple years under our belt, just as much as we could, just making songs together, which was like amazing. And then, G6 out of all the songs we made together was the one that kind of rose to the surface. But we were all still really young, 20, 21, 22 during that kind of time. So I think for me, getting a little bit of a head start afforded me the years following to figure myself out as like a woman, as an artist, to really tour, to like get in a van and go thug some stuff out. So I don't know. I feel like I've never not stayed true to me. And if less than advice, I would just give myself credit, honestly, for like thugging it out and never like giving up. There's like that Nipsey quote that I love where he's like, the only difference between me and other people is I never quit. And I love that, because it's like being an artist it's feast and famine, right? Mm-hmm. Not everybody gets like a million like a G6 is, right? So it's, to me, I'm just grateful to even be a part of a handful of bangers, of one banger, honestly. So if I could go back, I'd just be like, go ahead, girl.
I love that.
Go ahead, girl.
I love that. What's crazy is that, growing up around, you and the boys, I remember you being like very quiet back then.
Those boys are tornadoes. That's why. No, I'm just kidding. No, for sure. No, I was always soaking it up. It's like I never left Manteca until I went to LA, you know? So it's like I was always trying to kind of watch everybody all the time. I learned a lot from like, Elisa and the Cataracs. It's like I was always just trying to soak up like, oh, this is how you present yourself here. And, oh, when you go here, you have to remember this or, So I think that, when I look back, I do feel like I was quiet a lot of the times because I was just trying to be like, making notes, I guess, like mental notes.
Just figuring it out.
Yeah, figuring it out.
And seeing where things, like how things
fit
work.
and work, for sure.
For sure. Are there any artists, old or new, that you can see yourself collaborating, I can't even talk today, collaborating with?
Oh my gosh. I'm like a fan of everybody, because you want to know what's really funny too?
But there's got to be one. There's got to be one person that you would say, you know what, I would like to be in the studio with that artist.
Like a current artist?
Current or old? Let's do both.
Okay.
Current and then we'll do old.
Well, I'm like Karen O fan to the death of me.
Mm-hmm.
Literally that's like one of my idols is Karen O from the IES all day. And then like a current, I'm trying to think. I was slapping the Tate McRae all morning. I was going to say Tate McRae. Always loved her.
Sports car.
Yeah.
Big record. Yeah.
Stop.
Definitely a big record.
Yeah.
Rocking
and
that on the show.
Revolving Door, I love. I love the hook, the pre-hook and hook on that, I think is genius. It's so good. Even on her last album, the Calgary song. Anyways, I love Tate McRae. But even like SZA, I love SZA. I've always loved her. And she's just the ultimate songwriter, just diary-esque, but like can register, resonate and register to like just I just think she's a great songwriter. Yeah,
for sure.
SZA would be amazing.
So let's talk about the new single, Make Your Body Whistle.
Mm-hmm.
It's with the Cataracs. It is the reunion that we've been waiting for quite a long time. The comeback that we are loving to watch right now. What's in store? What do you guys got planned? Like, is there a body of work coming? Are you guys going to be touring? You're obviously out here doing shows right now.
Yes.
But what can we expect?
I would love to put it out into the universe that there will be maybe not a body of work, but
why not a body of work?
But other works, I would like to put that out. Let's manifest that right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we are just enjoying how sort of seamless and easy this link up has been. So I think that right now we're just having so much fun with
just letting it be organic.
letting it be, yeah, and kind of just enjoying each other again, which I think is really fun. So, yeah, hopefully there'll be many more. I always joke, I'm like, we're going to work together till we're like 80, you know, and who knows. But yeah, I think that we're having fun with this, which is good.
That's cool,
Yeah.
you know, and you're kind of just seeing where it goes. And
Seeing where it
obviously
goes.
everyone has like their own respective lives.
Yeah.
And, you know.
The fact that we all have our own lives and still love to get together says a lot. So I would like to think there's going to be more.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
So dope. So on the way out,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what's something that you can let, you know, your fans know before we end this interview? Like, you know, I mean, it's been some time that you know, we've seen you back on the scene, and obviously, you know, it makes me happy. I know if it makes me happy, there's a lot of people that are happy about this right now. Like, you know, what's something that you can let them, like, you know, like, hey, you know, whether it's, you know, I know we talked about like, you know, what you'd like to see, but like, you know, what's something that you can tell them now?
I mean, honestly, I work really hard all the time. Every day, I'm trying to turn out music, what feels right as much as I can. But I just would love to say, like, thank you for the people that still ride with me, for real. Like, that means a lot to me. It's like I get to like live this little girl dream like every day as an adult woman. Like, that's fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just like to say thank you for people who appreciate, whether it's the old stuff they still slap or the new stuff that they discover. Like, I'm just super appreciative. So yeah, just thank you.
I love that. I love that. You know, and obviously we've done a lot of growing up since
For
the last
real.
time that we've been in the studio together.
Any more
or like,
Botox? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You know, I mean, I just got married about a year ago.
I know, congrats.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I'm married. I don't even know. And we were telling this story off air. You know, I have no idea how she put up with me this long.
I love it. It's a real one.
No idea, but you know, yeah, I got a real one. You know, she's my purpose. You know what I mean? I live every day for her. You know, and it's crazy. It's like, what I do realize, like, you know, being married is that it takes time and effort. Like, I have to make a lot of time to make sure that I stay married. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, you know
I
what
feel
I mean?
it. I do feel it. Yes,
Yeah.
but that's good though. It's a blessing.
It's a
Yeah,
very big blessing. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Bay Area, we have just been graced by some greatness. The one and only Dev.
Thank you.
Yeah, the new single is just amazing, and you know, obviously, hey, it's automatic here. Like,
Thank
the
you.
minute I got that, shout out to Calais. Thanks for getting me in trouble,
Yeah,
Calais.
shout out to Calais. I appreciate it though.
I got in
Seriously.
trouble. I was the first person to play the record, and then I got a call from Applegate. Like, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
That's amazing.
We haven't spoken in a while, but there's a rollout.
Yeah. Same thing though. Same thing. I love it. Nothing has changed. I know.
Nothing's changed. It's automatic,
great.
man, and it wouldn't be complete unless I did get in trouble. You know
Seriously.
what I mean?
Yeah, I love it. I love this. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. You know what it is, Bay Area. It is Wild 94.9, the Bay's #1 hit music station. E-Rock is in the building. And yes, I am back home. Feels good to be back home after 15 years. And what a great way to celebrate it with having Dev in studio.
Thank you.
Let's go.